What's up, guys? Welcome back to episode 4 question mark of the Yap-Sesh podcast. Like I've said before, my name is Cooper. And today, it's been a little bit. I think it's been almost a month. Let me fact check that real quick. Don't mind the little whooshes and everything like that, but I think it's been a month. It has. It's been a month since our last encounter, and I thought I would be doing this bi-weekly, if not weekly. Life, man, am I right? So that's on me. I apologize. But I'm getting back into the swing of things. School just kind of got in the way. And I'll be covering some of that today on like why I haven't been uploading. If you're not on my if you're on my channel, which holy shit, a lot of things changed from the last episode. We gained roughly 1.1 thousand subscribers since our last episode here. I think I had 400 subscribers, or like maybe even 200 subscribers on my last video, and now in my main channel I have 1.3k, which, guys, I gotta be honest, I'm so grateful for that, and I don't even know what to do. I'm thinking of making a best of 1,000 subscriber video, but at the same time, I think I need to upload one more video just before that, solely because, there's enough videos here, but I don't think the best of 1,000 would be that long. I think it would be like max 10 minutes, just because it's going to be just a bunch of cuts from my videos. And so I don't know if I'm not entirely sure if I want to do that yet, but we'll see. My editing is getting better, and I'm starting to like develop more as a content creator. So it's kind of nice to go back and see like how I performed at the beginning of the channel's history, and now currently when I'm getting 1.8k views a video, just how it turns out, which is awesome to me. Anyways, that's not the core of this video, and I know there's going to be some game playing in the background of this as well. I'm kind of sorry, I had to yawn. I'm kind of on the fence between Rocket League and Valorant. I know Rocket League, I think, was the last video, and I played horrendously there, so I kind of want to redeem myself, but at the same time, I'm kind of getting back into Valorant. There was some resurgence because this new CS update with the mags, where you don't get reserve ammo, is so fucking stupid. If you wanted to do that 10 years ago, you could have gotten away with it, but now that everybody's used to the current or the previous method, no one fucking likes it. So now I'm going back to Valorant. So it might be there, and that might be why I might not be good. It might not be good gameplay, but it's there. So I hope you guys enjoy that. First thing, I also, since that was the first order of business, second order of business for this episode at least is kind of like esports and what the hardest esport is. Just because there was a lot of, while I was gone, there was a lot of not drama, but discussions regarding just difficulty in esports. The number one, I think the top 3 or 4 most difficult ones is what people were talking about: Rocket League, Fortnite League, and I think COD was up there. No, yeah, I think COD was up there, or there might be one more, like CS. I think CS, yeah, it was CS was the 4th one. I'm just gonna shut it down. I'm claiming and I'm staking my belief that Rocket League is the hardest esport. For those who wholeheartedly believe that Fortnite is the most difficult esport of all time, fuck you. I hate that ideology so much, because you can take your gun skills and use them in multiple games, and you can use your reaction time and your builds in multiple ways, and you can interpret that in different, there's different keybinds that you could use to get used to building, and everything like that. Like if you play Deadlock, there's like abilities and shit that you have to use that could be similar to building in Fortnite in a way, just because you can't just use one button. Like, it's not point and click. I don't know why I'm yawning so much. I apologize. But it's not just point and click. And I think people who believe that Fortnite is the hardest esport are not aware of how difficult Rocket League is, and B, want to inflate their ego because they're good at one game. I'm talking about one person in specifically because he won't shut the fuck up. His name is Clicks. I hate that motherfucker just because he's so egotistical. He's so annoying. He always talks about how Fortnite is the hardest esport, and he's just a bitch for it. And doesn't give any other game even a thought of credit, or like, I don't even know, like an ounce of credit. And Rocket League, it is only, if you're good at Rocket League, you're not good at anything else. Rocket League is Rocket League, and there's no other game like it. Good luck finding a esport like Rocket League. Good luck taking your skills that you have in Rocket League and putting them into fucking another game. Like, you can't do that. That's not how this works. That's not how Rocket League works. And the skill gap is so unimaginably large. Like, the gap from Diamond to Champ is so large. From Champ to Grand Champ as well is astronomically huge. And you have to learn so many mechanics, and you have to be so gifted in the game in order to be even considered good at nowadays. Like, this game has developed beautifully over the course of the years. And for people to go along and say like, oh, I was so good in like 2015, therefore this game is so easy now. Fuck you. Go do a flip, reset, musty flick, double touch, and come back to me in like 10 years, because there's no way you're going to be able to do that until months down the line. Like, I am like champ 1 in doubles because I solo queue. I don't like, all my friends that I play games with don't play Rocket League, so I solo queue 2s and 3s. I'm champ 2 in 3s and I'm champ 1 in 2s, and it's unimaginably difficult. And I'm going to be honest, I just learned flip resets and I'm in champ. I haven't found a reason to start to learn them until a little bit ago. And now I started giving a shit. And now I'm like paying attention to them and learning how to do them properly. And so I'm developing as a player now, because I was very stagnant. I would use the same stuff. I would barely air dribble. I would double touch all the time. If there's a double touch opportunity, trust I'd be nailing that bitch. I'm an expert in those. I'm decent at air dribbling now. I never wanted to do it before. But I knew rotations. I know rotations. I'm fantastic at placing myself where I need to be. I'm good at boost starving. I'm good at realizing where other people are. I'm good at passing. Like, I'm good at all of those. I'm just not mechanically gifted right now, but I'm learning how to get there. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I firmly believe that Rocket League is the hardest esport. Nothing will ever change my mind. People who say Fortnite are pieces of shit and they suck. Go try another game. I've tried Fortnite. I'm not bad at Fortnite, by the way, at all. If anything, I'm pretty freaking good at it. So I can say, and I've played it since the beginning, and I don't want to say still play it, but the last time I played it was today. Just because I wanted to give it a shot before this podcast, because I just wanted to see like if I should not talk about it. But I literally logged on, got a win, and got off, and it was the easiest fucking thing ever. And it was on builds. So I wasn't just no building, hiding behind a tree and killing people. I was building. So, and I'm on PC. You can't shoot the shit at me and say that I'm on console. No, bitch, I'm on PC. So I know the skill gap. I know this shit. So, nah, fam. Nah. And I used to watch Fortnite esports when I was like an esport junkie, and I would just watch anything involving esports. I would heavily watch CSGO and Rocket League, and then I fell into Fortnite for a second, just because I knew some of the creators in Fortnite. Why do I keep yawning? I'm so sorry. I keep yawning. I'm not tired. And yet, I keep yawning. That was like the 8th time I've yawned in like 10 minutes. We're literally 9 minutes and 55 seconds into this podcast, and I've yawned like 6 times. Now I have the sniffles. What the fuck's going on? Um, Another one that I want to talk about, kind of going from streamers talking mad shit about esports and like their ego, is now like why modern streaming sucks. Um, Clip farming, loud equals funny, and the chat spammers are the most annoying people and most annoying things on planet Earth. There are still good streamers. There are still really good ones. Droid, Grizzy, Pezzy, Puffer, that group. Smitty is kind of taking a toll. I don't really like Smitty as much anymore. He just looks like, or feels like a shill to me. Which my opinion can very well change, but I do have a grudge with his channel just because every video it starts off with an explanation on the video, like of what's gonna happen. You don't need an explanation on the fucking video, and it's so annoying when he does it. But that's like the only thing. So I wouldn't call him a shill, but it's just kind of annoying. I feel like Ninja is a respectable one just because he just does his thing and he's not really ashamed of it. I don't watch Ninja, but I mean, he just does his thing. But everybody else, like that whole like Amp crew and all them bullshit people, Jinxie included, nah. Jinxie's just he's a clip farmer, and he's just one of those people that screams so unnecessarily loud. I used to watch his R6 clips like 2 years ago. I thought they were funny. Now they're just not. And when he started playing Rocket League, I got really excited, but he just wants everything to come to him on a silver platter in a way. Like, he started playing with these good people and everything, and that's fine, and he wanted to be good at the game, that's fine. But then you started asking for alpha boost and these like octanes and all this cool shit and all this super rare stuff. That's so fucking annoying. For the players who've played, I pre-ordered Rocket League. I pre-ordered that fucking game. So for people who essentially just because they have a following and try to like nepo their way into getting the most shit is so annoying to me. And so for him to do that pissed me off. And then he starts being like unnecessarily loud when he's learning the game and losing. He's just like, oh, let me be really loud so I can make a point and be kind of funny. No, he's not funny. He's not funny. He's just trying to clip farm, and I don't find his content entertaining at all anymore. The people who he plays against in Rocket League, like Ludwig, he's also a good, respectable streamer. The people who he plays against, like Ludwig in those like tournaments that he does in Rocket League, is fine. I will never watch Jinxie's perspective. I will watch Ludwig's or like Joe Bart's, but you will never catch me watching a Jinx video. And I know I sound like a hater because, I mean, I am, but I don't know. I just feel like they're taking it like there's levels where you can like you need to chill the fuck out in a way. Like be more respectful of yourself, be more mature than just some jerk off who's screaming at a camera and is becoming a shill for money and just sucking off devs for free shit. No one cares. Like for the people who watch him, I'm sure you just turned 13 and are having the most fun of your life. I don't find him entertaining to watch. I also don't find like modern like this Rakai prick who's like 15 years old. Fuck that guy. Hope he gets banned. I hope his mom like actually locks the fuck in and realizes that he's just becoming an absolute degenerate and he's just stupid as fuck and should go back to school instead of like just screaming at the youth to become a streamer and be a degenerate and get money, because that's not how the world works. I wish it did for my sake. I wish I became a streamer. But if I became a streamer, I would be way more respectful of myself and other people as opposed to what that group of people is doing, who's just farming people and asking them for money and becoming just an absolute like bitch to the public for like an absolute moron solely for money. I think it's the stupidest thing ever, and you're just condemning younger people and the younger audience of just like failure. You're just like making them like it gives them a sense of failure because they think that they can do the same thing that he's doing and be just as stupid and make money. But Rakai got lucky because Kai Cenat's an idiot. So Kai Cenat's idiocy is the reason that Rakai is rich. And now Kai Cenat is being like a fucking performative male, like bending over to fucking everybody for his clothing brand. And then all of a sudden he's coming back to streaming because he ran out of money, or is running out of money and realizing this performative shit isn't working. So yeah, I mean, I hate modern streamers. I hate most of them, but there's like a handful to 10 good ones who are respectable and like good human beings that I would watch. Otherwise, I don't know. I like, if I ever wanted to stream, I would stream on Twitch, but I would steer very clear of the obvious people who I do not want to be affiliated with. And I hope if I ever get to that point, this clip resurfaces and like comes back and is like, yeah, I don't fuck with those people at all. But I genuinely think that there are really good ones in the scene, and I highly respect some of them, a fair amount of them. But aside from the D1 hating, which is not, I'm not usually a negative person. I just wanted to get that out. It's been a long week, and I've been on Insta and like Twitter, because I mean, why not? Insta, TikTok, and all that, and YouTube, and I just see like all of this, like modern streamers basically just suck, and it makes me want to like take a break off of YouTube completely, like just stop watching videos and shit, just because it's all I see now, and I don't know what else to watch, and it's becoming boring. But there's Resident Evil Requiem, and I fucking love that game, and so I played it, and now I'm watching other people play it, and it's fun. So that's what I watch right now. On the other hand, moving on swiftly, I kind of going along the gaming route. I got a new computer. It is the greatest system you could buy. Besides, I need a storage upgrade. That's what I need to do more than anything, but everything else is great. I have a Ryzen 9 9800X3D, I think. 9 or 7, I think it's 9. 9800X3D, a Radeon RX 9070, which is not, you know, the best one, but for me, it's what I wanted it to be. 32 gigabytes of DDR5 RAM, because I'm goated. 1 2 terabyte NVMe, and then another one's a 1 terabyte NVMe, and one of them is a 980 Evo Pro, and the other one's a WD Blue. And then I have a 6 terabyte WD Blue hard drive, and then I have 2 SATA SSDs, both 500 gigabyte. And then I have a B850 MSI Tomahawk. I think it was like Max as well, like a B850 Max Tomahawk, whatever it was called. And then I have all of that in a Fractal North mid-tower ATX case, which looks so attractive. And I think the next steps for the setup itself needs to be new monitors, and I want to buy a new keyboard. I've had this keyboard for, I believe 5 years. I've had this SteelSeries Apex 5 Pro for 5 years. It's got the Cherry MX Reds. I want browns. I want brown keys, because it sounds heavier in a way, but clickier. It appeals to my brain more, and I want it. But that's the prerogative. I'm giving my old PC to a friend with a keyboard, mouse, and a mouse pad. He just has to buy a monitor. I left a 6 terabyte hard drive in there for him, and then I gave him a flash drive with Windows 11 installed. So all he has to do is just turn the PC on, go into the BIOS, and change that key and go through the whole boot up process, which I'll probably be there for when he does walk through it. But like I said, it's going to be nothing. It's going to be a breeze, and I'm very excited for him, because he just wants to play Baldur's Gate, and I'm like, hell yeah, dude, fucking go for it. Pop off, dude. I love Baldur's Gate. It's a goated game. I haven't finished it yet. I've only played like 20 hours of it, but it's good. It's very fucking good. Shadowheart's bad as hell, if you ask me. But PC's awesome. My old PC, I went from a Ryzen 7 3700X and a RX 6600 non-XT, just 6600, all the way to almost the best you can buy. And before that, even the 6600 was pre-owned. I bought it off of a very good friend of mine, Zach, my goat. Love that kid. One could argue my best friend. He is my best friend. I bought that off of him because he bought a RX 7900 XT, I think is what it was. And then, so I bought that 6600, and while before then, I had a 1070 Ti GPU, which was good for the time until Modern Warfare 2. I had that GPU for 3 years. I had that 1070 Ti for 3 stinking years, dude. Oh my god, I didn't even realize that. That's crazy. I thought, dude, that's crazy. I had a 1070 Ti for 3 years, and then I had this 6600 for 4, and then now I have this bitch, hopefully, for a very fucking long time. But I'ma tell you, motherfucker, that fucking GPU is big. It's fucking huge. I don't know why we're getting to the point where GPUs are just getting fucking massive, but they're ginormous. It's cool. Don't get me wrong, it's cool as fuck. The temps are the temps good? The temps are good. My computer's running a little warm just because it's been on pretty much all day, so I don't blame them at all. But it's fucking good. It's fucking good. Anyways, but why am I saying anyway so many times? Why I haven't been uploading has been kind of a mixed bag of nuts. I'm not even gonna hold you. I wanted to do a short a day, like minimum a short a day. That was the goal. And then I went on a trip, a study abroad trip through my university. I went to Chile for a week. And when the short that I uploaded of some basic shots I hit most recently was when I didn't have anything. I ran out of footage. And the videos that I uploaded, or not uploaded, the videos that I recorded, I went through and I was like, these aren't really good. I'm not really enjoying this. Or like, I can't really make anything out of it. I just cut, and I was like, I'll find something else potentially to, maybe upload that's better than that. Just because it's borrowed trauma, and that's a hard thing to get content out of, when it's not like uber chaotic, which I'm not hating on my friends for that at all. Not in the slightest, but it's just difficult to get content out of borrowed trauma. And then the clips that I've gathered aren't necessarily funny clips. It's just of clips of me on Rocket League doing cool shit. So it's not anything that I can make a very substance-filled video with. I do have the gnome, Berglund gnomes. We did a video on that, but it kind of fell short. Like, there's not a lot to do in it right now. And I don't know, it kind of fell a little short with the group that I was playing with. Not to their fault at all. There's just not a lot of substance in that game. Sea of Thieves is also difficult. I recorded a couple videos on that, but it's difficult when, it's fun to watch, or like it's fun to play, but whenever I put it in DaVinci, it just doesn't seem like something that I could grasp onto. Therefore, I'm not going to put something out because the watch hours are going to be shit. So I don't want to promote myself in that manner and be like, here's some slop because I'm doing good right now. I want to make the best videos that I possibly can. Sorry about the whoosh. But that's just what I'm trying to do right now. And unfortunately, I haven't been able to grab anything, any noteworthy video yet. If there was one thing that I would redo this Guilty as Sock video. I just rushed it, and I really wish I didn't, because I feel like it could be infinitely better, but it's just not, and I wish I could do it again. This Lethal Company video I fucking like a lot. I wish I changed the intro a bit, but what are you gonna do? It got 1.8k views, and it projected me to 1.3k. So I'm not gonna blame it. I'm not gonna hate on it anymore. I am just one of those people who regrets just a bunch of shit. Unfortunately, all the time, even if it's positive, I just find a way to regret shit. But Chile trip was dope. I was there for a week. We went to Santiago, and then we went to Viña del Mar. And for those who know where that is, Viña del Mar is the beach, or like it's a beach city, right on the coast. And then Santiago is obviously the capital of Chile. It was beautiful, beautiful city. Would go back. I would live there easily. I love Chile. People were super sweet. There was not a lot of Chilean stuff. There was a lot of other countries' things. Like, I tried Chilean food twice the week I was there. Everything else I tried Thai, which I've never had before. I've never had like legitimate Thai food before. It was so good. I love Thai food. I've had that. I had Chinese, I had Japanese, I had Indian, I had Italian, I had American. I had a burger there. I had ribs when I was there. What else did I have? I had a lot of shit. Their coffee's great. I love their coffee. Their fruit is to die for. It's the best fruit I've ever had in my entire life. Their wine is to die for. Their Chardonnay. I'm a white wine guy. I'm not a red. Their Chardonnay. Oh my God. It was, I could kill for a Chardonnay. We went to this winery, and we got this like deluxe, like 5-course meal sit down experience. And we had wine throughout to complement each dish that was brought out. Oh my God. We had this steak at the end. It was a filet mignon. It was so good. And oh my God. And then our last meal there for the night. Oh, what was it? What did I have? I forget what I had. Oh, no. I had a steak with bread with artichoke dip on top, with grilled vegetables and fried mashed potatoes. It is literally a circle, or like a tube, or not really a tube, but like a cylinder of mashed potatoes, and then you cover it in like panko or some shit, and you fry it. It was so good. And the steak was the best steak I've ever had in my life. I had that right on the coast of Viña del Mar. Speaking of which, had seafood over there. That shit was gas. Oh my God. Had that with the most perfect view of the ocean I've ever seen in my entire life. I had this like carvina, super, super delicate fish. Had some scallops. Oh my God. It was awesome. I love it there. Would go back a million times out of a million. Oh, it was perfect. What a great country. What a fantastic country. Anyways, that was just my trip. Simplified. Met a couple friends there. I would say met, about 5 friends. With the 15 that went. Or okay, never mind. I would say I became friends with over half of them. There were like 3 or 4 that were kind of distant, but I've been friends with them before. So it was just like, you're a given. I'm gonna meet these people too. And everybody was so sweet. Everybody was awesome. There was some drama that sort of formed over the trip, or like at the end of the trip, but I mean, wasn't my problem. I mean, I was around it just because it's a very tight-knit group, and there were just some problematic people that just wanted to be problematic. But it ended up, being like the last day when drama started sparking up, and it just wasn't even worth it. So I just ignored it, never mentioned it, and called it a day pretty swiftly. The ride there was ass, just because I got a middle seat, and then the person reclined right in front of me, and I'm 6'3", And so the leg room was non-existent, and it was painful, and it sucked, and it was a 9.5 hour flight, and I couldn't move. It was the worst flight I've ever had, and it's not even close. Then the flight back was more enjoyable because I rode on the back with a friend. That was really fun. I loved that. I tried to watch JJK with him on the way back, but my fucking Netflix kept acting up and was like, we're not gonna play the video you downloaded. So that pissed me off. But I'm on JJK right now, and it's fucking gas. I'm on episode like 13. Oh my god, this shit's so good. I love JJK. Definitely my favorite anime, but I've only watched like 4 animes in my life. I would say this 1 second to that is like AOT, Attack on Titan. That's my second favorite, and then Assassination Classroom is pretty goated. But other than that, either way, JJK's goated. Now I want to learn. There was a Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood is the next one I want to watch, because my boy Colby, shout out, he kind of put me on to JJK, and now I trust him, and now I really want to watch Brotherhood. So I'm, I need to educate myself, but I want to watch JJK. And Invincible came out with 3 new episodes, and I need to watch them shits badly because I love Invincible. It's like top 5 my favorite shows of all time. And 3 episodes just came out of time of the recording, it being March 20th. So yeah, I think we'd capitalize on that. But yeah, I think so. Not really a lot of shit going on, if I'm gonna be entirely honest with you. I got an internship recently. For those who don't know, for the 10 people who view this thing, I got an internship recently. So now I'm gonna be an intern over the summer, which is awesome. Kind of project me in the right direction, which is very exciting. Hopefully that'll get me where I need to be in terms of my career, international business, trying to go into the sports/motorsport industry. Very much looking forward to that, if that's possible for me. So I'm not going to say what, because if for some reason I become, something, I don't want to get like doxxed and, get told lies to like my employer, and they'd be like, all right, we gotta fire you because of this. So no, I don't really trust people in that regard, at least because of what I said at the beginning. There's gonna be some D1 haters of me who just decide to ruin my life. So nope, not doing that. I'm sure you can find it pretty easily though, but I mean, my LinkedIn's private. But it is what it is. Very much looking forward to that. I start in May, and I'm going until August. It's going to be a great summer. It's very close to home. It's a 9 to 5, and so the schedule is consistent, and I'm fine with that. I love it a lot. In that case, it's very entertaining in that regard, at least. I'm going to be getting a lot of experience, knowledge, information, guidance, and I'm very excited. This is a very professional organization that I'm going to as well. So it's not one of those places that are just like, oh, I'm going because they didn't have anybody else and I'm the one guy that they recruited, and it's, a micro business and I really need an internship, blah, 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 blah. No. Nuh-uh. Is me. In a very good organization. You bastard. I did it. Which is awesome. Awesome. It's fucking awesome. I'm so excited. So excited. Flex on the haters. For those who didn't believe in me, I fucking did it. Go fuck yourself. I'm moving on with my life. But yes. For anything regarding my future other than that, I'm trying to work on another channel video. For those who also don't know, I have another channel called Hey Sir, pronounced Hey Sir. and I'm trying to work on a video for the movie Earth to Echo, for the like a video essay. For those who don't know what a video essay is, if you watch Pyrocynical or Let Me Know or anybody like that, they do a lot of substance filled videos regarding a specific topic where they just like, I don't know, do an in-depth informational video on the subject itself. And in this case, I'm doing Earth to Echo because it's a movie that's incredibly slept on and I love it a lot, and it's one of my favorite movies of all time by far. And it's genuinely just such an entertaining watch that people just seem to dog on for being some sort of ET knockoff, which I can get why, but there's a lot more. I don't know. For me, I appreciate it more than ET, at least. And I love it so much. Anyways, I plan on doing that. I wrote like an 8-page thing on it. It's not going to be long. It's going to be like maybe 15 minutes, just because I'm new to the whole video essay thing, so I'm working on that. But I didn't want to start any new videos until I got my new computer, because for some reason DaVinci has this really, really good habit at just like not wanting to save my previous works when I go from one PC to another. When I was working on my first computer, which by the way was a Ryzen 5 2600 1070 Ti, I think it was 16 gigabytes of RAM, and then like 2 terabytes of storage tops. I think like it was tragic. My fans, I opened up DaVinci like during this podcast, my fans and my PC just started rising like drastically, which was crazy. But you know, hey, is what it is. I'm used to I'm used to the fucking fans whenever I boot up DaVinci, just because it's so demanding 90% of the time. And I mean, there's nothing I can do about it. But I want to see if I can look up my whatchamacallit. I want to see if I can look up my goddamn Rocket League stats. My live Rocket League stats, but I don't want to boot up Rocket League in the middle of a fucking recording. So that's tragic, but it's worth a shot. I just wanted to see if I can give you an exact number of where I am ranked wise. But my casual rank, my casual MMR is GC Division 2. GC1 Division 2. I'm just saying. I'm really fucking good. I play a shit ton of casual. I play more casual than I've ever done ranked. Swear. I think for every 10 games of casual, I play 1 game of ranked. I think. I just enjoy it. No pressure on anything at all. Whenever I go into a game, I'm not incredibly competitive as a person, at least in the video game world. Like, I'm not going to be someone like that. Now, if it's like Apex or something, I'll play the shit out of Apex. But if it's Rocket League, I'm not going to be too competitive. I started playing tournaments and shit, so I'm a little competitive in that regard. But if it's just a casual game, I'm not going to be taking it like seriously, and I don't want to care so much. I don't want to care too much about a game, you know? Like, when I start caring about my rank and I start getting all sweaty and thinking about, oh, I got a division up or like whatever, I start like pouring my life into it, is when I start to get like really annoyed with the game itself and burnt out. I don't want to be burnt out of Rocket League. I stopped playing Rocket League for like 3 years, and I got back into it or like late last year. I was like, fuck, this game is fun again. Let me start playing it more. And I'm into it again. And I don't want to get burnt out of it, because it's one of those games that whenever there is a police car zooming out of this fucking, outside. But it's one of those games that I can just boot up and spend an hour on really easily, really quickly, and then just move on with my day. Very easy, not stressful at all. And it's also just one of those games where I'm like not too. It's not. I don't have to use a lot of my brain power anymore. Like it's not. It used to be one of those games where I would have to like pause everything, and I wouldn't even be able to play music because I wanted to focus so bad, and so I can hit these specific aerials or flip reset and do all this shit. Now I can just do it, and so I can put a movie in the background. I can play The Punisher, which is a great show that I'm just rewatching because I've watched it 4 times already, but I want to watch it again, or put on like a podcast episode like the one right now that you should definitely subscribe to, follow and like, and comment, because I want to have a good podcast. Or music. Just one of those things that I want to do more, and I find more enjoyable now because I'm not like spending brain power on. And there are a lot of luxuries with this new computer that I'm just now realizing. When I was playing my 6600 XT and my 3700X, my favorite game ever is Expedition 33. I believe I've said that before, but if I haven't, now you know. But it's my favorite game of all time, and I barely was able to run it at 60 FPS on low everything on my previous computer, and none of my specs were recommended. It was actually the minimum requirement was like a 6600, which was tragic for me because I wanted to be able to play my favorite game in a good quality. So doing the Simon fight and doing all of the like these fucking the duelist fight was awesome. I need to play through the campaign again, or the story again, just to experience it in 200 frames per second, because I was only able to grasp just at, if not under 60 frames. And now I'm able to do it in like 200, 300. And so I wasn't able to get all the beauty. I was able to experience the music and just the cinematics, but I wasn't able to experience like the complete beauty of the maps and fully experience how smooth and how just awesome the game is in itself. So I'm going to do another save eventually with time. If I publish that, well, I don't know. It might be the game that I choose to showcase right now, but it would just be like some random ass fights that I do. Like it wouldn't necessarily be like a lot of something, just because it's a lot of roaming around, exploring, and then you fight, and the fights are intense, but it's not necessarily something that you can hold yourself into for an hour. Whereas Valorant, there are rounds that you can kind of digest into and kind of get into the you can kind of delve into the characters a little bit, and the strategies and things like that. Not necessarily with Expedition 33 where you just dodge, attack, whatever. And there's like different things that you can do, but it's not a background game. If you're going to be playing Expedition 33, it should be a self-commentary type of game. Not necessarily something that you should, play in the background of a podcast. But you never know. I love to surprise myself, and I love to surprise other people. So, it might be right there, and I could just be talking about it when it's right there and just dissing it. But it's probably going to be Valorant, because I kind of want to play Valorant after this, and then I could just play like an hour and a half of Valorant, and then just throw it into this and upload it, because I'm not too obligated to make these hyper edited. That's why I kind of like about this channel, is the fact that I can just not edit anything and just put one thing over another and then just render it and see ya. So, it's chill. I'm enjoying this channel a lot just because of how, easy it feels. But then again, I have, only uploaded 3 times. This is the 4th episode. I just, I forget, and then I want to talk, but then I don't know what to talk about, and it just becomes a whole fucking thing. And the Would You Rathers were cool, but it became just a rinse and repeat of cycles. And, you know, I don't want to react to shit on this channel because that's not what it's about. It's not a reaction channel. It's a fucking, here, listen to me talk. Like, live commentary type beat, but not really. One thing I do want to talk about is, for those who know, if you know Foyer or Pulse Fire, this kid's awesome. His channel is Rocket League, but now he's doing this like solo commentary type of style of editing now, where it's he plays a couple games and talks, and they're very entertaining for someone who just sits and talks to a camera and plays Rocket League on the side. But I don't know if he's going to return to his Pulse Fire channel. I doubt he is. I don't think he is, but he almost has 1 million subscribers, but his golf channel is awesome. I highly recommend it. If you like golf, you should go subscribe to Foyer Hits the Ball. This motherfucker's really good at golf. Way better than I can ever be. But he's also just really entertaining to like watch and listen to, and just watch play golf because he's good at it, and he's entertaining because his commentary is good. But yeah, how old is Foyer? How old is Pulse Fire? He's 22. He's one year older than me. One. That's crazy. He was born 10 days after me too. His birthday is April 26th. Mine's the 16th. Motherfucker. That's crazy. Who's Peyton Yeager? Is the #1 YouTube star born on April 26th. Sean Evans was born on April 26th. What the fuck? That's crazy. Sean Evans from damn First We Feast? Damn. Okay, shout out. April 16th birthdays. I have the same birthday as Sadie Sink. Ah, shit. And Anya Taylor-Joy. And Charlie Chaplin. And Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. And Chance the Rapper. Oh, hail. Ah, hail. Hail yeah. Hail yeah. Same birthday as Bill Belichick. Hail yeah. And Wilbur Wright. Brother. The fucking airplane inventor. Dude, I love my birthday. I have so many shared birthdays with people. This is awesome. I had the same birthday as... Who the fuck is Tyler Reagan? I feel like I know him. Who are you from? What do you do? I know you from somewhere. Who are you? I don't know who you are, but you look really familiar. Tyler Reagan, you're a TikTok star. I've seen something of yours. But, dude, this is awesome. This is fucking awesome. Wow, maybe I'll be here one day. Maybe I'll be in famous birthdays one day. I had the same birthday as Nate Diaz, too. Dude, this is awesome. Who's Max Dressler? What the fuck? Oh, he's like a fucking e-boy. E-boy. I have the same birthday as Martin Lawrence. That's from Bad Boys. That's fucking awesome. Dude, this is awesome. I love this shit. I have the same birthday as Sadie Sink. She's 3 years older than me, by the way. That's fucking awesome. I did not know I have the same birthday as this woman. Wow. Very cool. Very, 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 very cool. Love that, actually. Cool as fuck. Dude, this is so cool. I want to be on famous birthday. I have the same birthday as Anya Taylor-Joy. Holy shit. Holy shit. So fucking cool. So fucking cool. Dude, I love this. Famous birthdays is awesome. I love famous birthdays now. Who would have known? Who would have fucking known? Hey, the more you know. My next video, I don't even know what the fuck I want to do with my next video. I don't even know what I have, to be honest. Like, I have a buckshot roulette, but buckshot roulette kind of fell off. I'm not even gonna hold you. Do I have any Baldur's Gate 3? Or did I delete it? I deleted it. I don't have any Lethal Company. I deleted that shit. I don't have any Helldivers. That's unfortunate. I don't have a Guilty as Sock. That's funny. Do I have a Straff Tap? Nope. I do have an Outlast Trials. That is something I have. That's awesome. That's good. Let me think. I don't think I have anything. I don't have any Apex. Somehow I don't have any Apex. Why the fuck don't I have any Apex? What are you? Ah, okay. Well, that file's corrupt. Anyways, delete that. Because the file is open in OBS. Oh, it's this! Oh my god, this video I'm currently recording. Hey guys, sorry, I almost deleted that. That would have been fucking funny. Yeah, so I don't really have any videos lined up, unfortunately. I have an Outlast Trials. I don't even have a Sea of Thieves or anything like that, unfortunately. So I do apologize, but I really am I'm in a drought. I'm in a content drought at the moment, so I don't know when the next video is going to be. I don't know anything like that. So for those who are a fan of my YouTube, there's going to be more shorts. There is going to be a little bit more of a weight on the actual YouTube video front because I don't have squat. So I do apologize. I don't know what video I will upload. I know for a fact that if I want to, I could get an Apex video out if I tried. But again, I make no promises. I'm not very good at those. Or at least just like telling people when a video is coming out. If anything, if I really just hit a low and I don't really know what to do and I want to at least upload something, I can make something funny out of the Outlast Trials, or I try something different. I audible and I start to upload something on my main Haster channel, and it's, you know, either a live commentary of me playing a game or you know, or some clips that I, you know, put together. Like for those who watched I'm Gumping It on my main channel, it might be one of those. I don't know how many clips I have, but I have a shit ton from my old time being a YouTuber. I have a shit ton of clips from just me being a gamer, I guess, because I would clip everything that I thought was good, and now I just have an abundance of clips of me that were 4 years old, and so it could be like a throwback. It could be an April Fool's video of me just saying, hey, here's a bunch of me being a squeaker. Hope you enjoy the content, bitch. Because why not? Why not, right? But I think next episode, what I'm going to probably do is Am I the Asshole? Reddit stories. That'd be fun. I'm thinking about doing something like that. A best soundtrack video game bracket, where it's like rating S to F of the best soundtracks, or just like various tier lists, candy, soda, video game, those sorts of things, where I'm like ranking those as well. So it could just be like a multiple ranking video, kind of gives a prolonged thought of conversation as opposed to me just kind of rambling on and on and on and on and on. So there's substance to these rambles and you know, these episodes, just because I want to make it entertaining for you guys, but this is something that I can come back to after a while and be just like, how was I a few months ago? What was I like? Did I improve myself at all? How did I sound? And it's just one of those things that I can kind of check myself back on. just to see if I'm, if past me was doing, if I'm doing better than past me, or if past me is, chilling. And um, also let me know if you like the new profile picture. If you don't like the profile picture, let me know and I'll change it back. I just wanted to make it something a little bit more matching to the background or like the banner of the channel itself. Just because, it's Yap-Sesh and then it's, a person with a thought bubble talking, I just thought it was something a little bit neater. But if nobody likes it and it's not really something that is well received, I will happily go back to the previous profile of just me with a F1 hat just in a car looking down, so you're not really looking at my face, so it kind of gives some anonymity to it. But I think if you go in one of my, do I have a video? My face is not shown in my videos. I'm anonymous. Y'all don't know what I look like. Well, you know what my profile looks like, my facial profile looks like, because, oh, never mind. Hey, my face is in my profile picture, so it's not really something difficult. Oops. Well, there you have it. Now you know. My bad. I was almost like, hey, good luck finding my face. Well, dickhead. I'm a little bit of an idiot, but it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go play some, whatchamacallit, Valorant here in a little bit, just because I'm kind of craving it. No, why'd I say it like that? I'm kind of not craving it, but looking forward to it. I saw a couple of videos of tens playing Valorant, and it got me really, really like wanting to play the game again, just because I don't like CS:GO anymore. Like I said at the beginning of the podcast, it's fallen off for me. I like CS:GO, but that whole clip thing really fucked me up, and I just don't like it at all. And I don't play Siege anymore. Siege is just dog shit, slop garbage that is Ubisoft's last hope to make money, last shill. And I don't want to give it any more money. I don't want to give it any more attention. None of my friends play it anymore, and I think it's a piece of dog shit. And so I don't play it anymore. And my mental has improved because we don't play Siege anymore. But it also gives us the ability to like play more games. Like I enjoy playing just a more variety of games, because now me and my friends, we play like Stardew, we find like a Minecraft server to play Risk of Rain, we play like Outlast Trials, Mage Arena, like Helldivers, and a bunch of other shit like Baldur's Gate and things like that. Like we find more games to play as opposed to just playing Siege for like 3 hours and then just being like, all right, I'm done for the day. So there's more love in this, or like in playing multiple games, and I find it's more open to more than just 5 people as well, and I like that a lot too, just because we usually have a server which is like 5 people is the minimum that join, and we're just like, oh well, they just have to wait or play something else and whatever, which sucks. And so now we're more inclusive to everybody, which is awesome, and I love being able to include everybody and accommodate, and especially with games like Borrow Trauma, where it's just flood the fucking submarine with like 9 people who don't know what the fuck they're doing. It's so fucking funny. I fucking love that game, but it does get a little repetitive at times, so you can only play for like an hour or two and then be like, all right, well, I can only do so much as a mechanic when we're getting raided by fucking like mud crabs and shit, or like, I don't even know, mud crawlers, and what I'm gonna do, kill it with my blowtorch? That barely works. So it is what it is. But like I said, dude, there's more games that just become way more fucking fun with people, and I'm very happy to be in the situation or in the place where I can just upload with my friends I like upload that my friends are funny and like, hey, look how funny my friends are. Look at what my friends are doing. Look at how witty they are, because none of the shit that I do is scripted. Like, I haven't been accused of that because I'm not big enough to be accused of being a scripted channel, but I do find, like, I do find showing off to the public that my friends are hilarious being a very good hobby of mine. Obviously, I want to get to the point where this makes money, but it's not going to be, but it's got to be something that I'm able to do over a very long period of time, because yeah, I may have 1.3k, but I definitely do not have 4,000 watch hours. I'll tell you that. So, you know, it's just one of those things that I gotta work up to, and with time I think I'll get there, but it's definitely going to be a very long process, which I'm fine with. I've never been opposed to grinding it out. I think the hardest part for me was getting the 1.3k subscribers, and so now that I've reached that goal, I think just uploading now and making sure that I stay consistent is something that I can definitely do. It's just going to be making sure that I can create content that's engaging and fun, because I need to work on my intros better. I need to work on my introductions and things like that to kind of keep the engagement everywhere. Just because my Lethal Company video, it could be, I could show a little bit more chaos in the beginning. My Guilty as Sock video is not the best at it either, and plus the retention does get a little worse, especially towards the midpoint. It does fall off, and I wish I edited it better, but again, I rushed it, but it got 1.1k, so I'm not, you know, whatever. And then again, I'm gumping it out of nowhere. It got 308 views, which I'm proud of, especially since with how long I worked on it. I think I worked on the thing for like 4 months, just getting a influx of clips that were only like 10 seconds long. So I'm very proud of that too. But you know, everything comes with time, and I'm looking forward to, hopefully I can look back on this episode and be like, yeah, you have no idea what's about to happen. Like, I'm hoping that that's something that, I'm praying that that's something that happens, that I can look back on this episode and be like, you have no clue how awesome your life is going to be in X amount of months or X amount of years. Like, I'm never going to get rid of this. There were episodes that I did get rid of, but now I'm in this neutral point in my life where nothing's really going anywhere. Obviously I can only go up from here is how I'm looking at it. So, you know, I'm every new day, every day is a learning experience, and you know, now I'm looking forward to the next stage or the next improvement to kind of get me off of the ground, because I believe that's where I am right now, and hopefully I can move towards a more entertaining, stable, loving, fun point of life. Because right now I've had my downs. I've had my many downs, but I've also had some ups. Like I said, the internship, my Chile trip, which, speaking of which, for those who don't know, I say that I probably have said like 90 times this episode too, but y'all don't really know me. But I'm a huge vinyl guy. I'm a huge collector of records, and I was able to get 5 records that I've been looking for a long time. These records are, shoot, what is it? What's the new Tame Impala record? I can't even think of it off the top of my head, but it's the new Tame Impala record. Hold on, let me fucking Google that. That's embarrassing. for I'm looking at it. It's on my wall. Like, I have record mounts. Deadbeat. Oh Jesus, my fault. But yeah, that. And then I got Battle of what is it called? Battle at Garden's Gate by Battle at. Yeah, The Battle at Garden's Gate by Greta Von Fleet. And then I got Singularity by Sabrina Carpenter, the Peaky Blinders soundtrack, and then Kid A by Radiohead. Huge records for me. I wanted to get Kid A really fucking bad, and so I'm really glad I did get it. At least I'm really glad I got it when I was there, just because Everything in Its Right Place is such a fucking good song. Peaky Blinders is my second favorite show of all time, and so had to snag it. I'm a Sabrina Carpenter fan. I would say more than the average person, but I'm trying to collect every record of an artist that I like. I try to collect all of their records. For example, I have every Eagles, every Billy Joel, every Led Zeppelin, every Van Halen, every Hozier. I think I have 3 out of 4 Leve, which I learned a few months ago that it's not Lao Fe, which I thought it was. It's Leve. Let me think. I have every Lord Huron. Who else am I thinking of? I already mentioned the Eagles. That was for some reason, that took me a very long time to find, which was very odd. And then I've had my share of collecting of like movie records and things like that. So I have every Guardians of the Galaxy and things like that. So I have that collection, which is cool, but I wouldn't call it like a whole artist thing. I forget who I've completed, but it definitely goes a little bit longer than I have like 200 and something records. So yeah, I have the Interstellar, Oppenheimer record. I have a lot of Christopher Nolan's. I'm trying to collect all of Christopher Nolan's movies, which is difficult because I'm missing Inception and 2 Batman movies, and that's it. Yeah, that's it. But I mean, good fucking luck finding Batman Begins and The Dark Knight Rises record, but I'm trying. Let me think. What else am I missing? I know I have for some reason. Look, guys, don't shame me here, but just because I wanted it at the time, I thought it was good. I have every Juice WRLD record. I thought it was cool. I love his art styles and his album covers. I think they're awesome, and so I got them. So I have every Juice WRLD record, including the new ones, because if I'm going to have every single one already, I might as well get the new one on top of it. So I have every single one of those. I have every Frank Sinatra. That's a good one. That's a banger. That's a good shout, actually, on me. I do have every Tame Impala now. I have every Weekend album. Those aren't very hard to find, just because he keeps re-releasing album or the records, so it wasn't hard to get them at all. But yeah, that's like my 100% that I've done. I'm trying to collect every Bruno Mars, but I gotta get the new one, so that's the only one I'm missing. And the one with like the wood desk in the background, I'm missing that one. But I want it really bad. And I'm missing Frank Ocean's Channel Orange album, even though it's okay. I'm not a big Frank Ocean guy, but Blonde is a decent album, so I got it. And plus, Frank Ocean's albums are just something that you don't really miss. Like you kind of, if you have a record collection, you kind of have to have a Frank Ocean album, which is kind of what I'm realizing. And I'm also realizing I don't like Tyler the Creator, but he's someone that I have to have apparently too. So I got to go find a Frank Ocean album somewhere. Or not Frank Ocean, Tyler the Creator, but I don't know which one to get because I don't like him. If anything, it's probably gonna be Call Me When You Get Lost, or the one with like the big sunflowers, or like the Sunflower album. But just because that one looks the prettiest, and plus I think it would look the prettiest on a wall. Because whenever I get a new record, I put it on my vinyl wall, and then it just goes into my shelves of records. And I also have just like a filing, like it looks like a box of files, but it's just a box full of like 100 records that I carry on hand because it's a big ass box, and I don't have enough storage to fit 100 and something records, so I put them in a box, and it's just the ones that I will definitely come back to because I try to listen to a record a day. But again, it's just something that's a little difficult, because I mean I have 200 of them to go through, and sometimes if I just want to listen to like Sabrina Carpenter, I'll just go through her albums and I'll play her albums. But it's difficult to go from like Sabrina Carpenter to Radiohead to the Eagles or Frank Sinatra. But I will play Frank Sinatra all the time. I love his records on vinyl. And speaking of which, the Expedition 33 record is something that I would murder somebody for, because it's a 6 LP box set and it's my favorite soundtrack of all time, and I want it more than anything. I want it so fucking bad. That is the number one like record that I want right now by far, and it's not even close. I'm saving my money and I'm saving my time and expertise to get it, just because I need it very badly. So yeah, that's definitely on my list of shit that I need to grab. And I have a vinyl must grab list, I believe. I think I do. I believe. Let me check. I have video ideas, movies I need to watch, vinyl get list. I need to get DJO's Decide record, and then I need to get Superman, the 2025 movie, vinyl, and then E33. That's the only ones that I've seen on there. Crazy. Yeah, that's it. That's crazy. I can't believe I don't only have that little. Oh, I need to get whatchamacallit, Bastille's record with Pompeii on it. New Blood, New Blood. I think is what it's called. What's it called? Don't play it. Don't play the song. Don't give me copyright. But it's with Pompeii in it. Bad Blood. Yeah. I need to get that one as well. That's a really fucking good album that I want to grab. Surprised I haven't gotten it yet, but I know that Pompeii sounds really good on vinyl. And so I will kill to have that shit. And I mean murder. Full on murder. Actually, I would rather murder someone for E33 and then Bastille just like be in a store somewhere and I'll just snag it. You know what I'm saying? Like it would be more of like a perk, less of a mission, you know? Like if I go to a record store and it's there, immediate grab. But it's not going to be something that I go to a record store to find or like to seek out. I'll go for like DJO's Decide, but if Bastille is there, Bad Blood is there, I'm snagging it, you know? Like it's a very good plan B is what I'm trying to say, because I'm getting the record because of Pompeii, you know, but I'm getting DJO because I like every song on the record, you know? So it's just one of those things. But that is going to wrap it up for this week, potential month's rendition of the Yap-Sesh podcast. It got a little rocky there in the beginning and middle, but you know, it developed at the end. It's not my best episode, but you know, it is 11:10 p.m. and I'm going to go play Valorant immediately after this to throw into this and upload it tonight. So, happy March 20th to those who celebrate the 20th of March. My birthday's coming up. I want birthday wishes on my birthday. We just went over it for like 20 minutes or like 10 minutes. You know what my birthday is. I want birthday wishes on my birthday. Okay? I want that shit. Anyways, with that being said, thank you guys so incredibly much for watching. This is the new longest Yap-Sesh podcast episode yet, and I did not think it would be that way. But again, thank you guys so much for watching. If you like more things like this, please let me know by commenting down below or liking the video, because I love when I get to look at likes on videos. I love that shit. So please, leave a positive impact if you really liked it. If you didn't, it's cool. I won't take offense. It's fine. But let me know if there's something else that I can do to improve or be better at. I'm all ears. I love each and every one of you. Thank you for sticking through and watching this. I appreciate you so incredibly much. But with that being said, I hope you guys have a great rest of your day, night, morning, evening, week, month, year. And I hope to see you guys again very, 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 very soon. Stay safe. God bless.